Before getting too deep into changing your system properties, you should make a startup disk. If you don't have a startup disk, let's create one now. We select the Startup Disk tab, then insert a blank disk into your floppy drive and click Create a Disk. Windows prepares the startup files. We'll select OK at the Insert Disk dialog box, and Windows 98 creates a startup disk. We'll click OK. And we are returned to the Windows control panel. Now remove the disk from the drive and be sure to label the disk Windows 98 Startup. We've just created one of the most important disks for our system. Now if we ever have any problems starting Windows 98, we can use this disk. Next, we'll change some of the display properties. We select the display icon and the Display Properties dialog box appears, and we have 7 different tabs to set the properties for our display. The Background tab sets the background for the screen. Let's scroll down the list and select the wallpaper. Notice a preview is displayed for the background. Next, we'll apply a screensaver. We select the Screensaver tab, and currently there are no screensavers active. A screensaver is just as it sounds, a screensaver. It displays a moving pattern, so burn-in can't occur when the computer sets idle for a long period of time. We click the drop-down arrow in the Screensaver list box and choose the 3D flower box, and a preview appears. Now let's adjust some of the settings by clicking the Settings button, and the 3D flower box setup dialog box appears, and we can customize the flower box to suit our needs. Let's change the coloring. We'll select the Per Side button to make the colors the same on one side. Then we'll change the appearance. We'll select the Slanted checkbox also. Let's leave all the other settings in default and click OK, and we are returned to the Display Properties dialog box. Let's view a full screen preview. We click the Preview button, and notice the screensaver we've created. To return back to the Display Properties dialog box, simply move the mouse. Now let's set a password for our screensaver. We select the Password Protected checkbox, then choose Change. Now we type in our password and retype the same password. To apply the password, we select OK and click OK. And now our screensaver has a password. What this means to us is when the screensaver becomes active, you have to enter your password to get back to the operating system. Next, we'll select the Appearance tab. This tab allows us to change the color scheme for our desktop. We'll select the drop-down arrow and view the different color schemes available. There are 33 different color schemes for us to use. Let's select the Spruce scheme and see the changes to the desktop color scheme in the preview window. Now let's select the drop-down arrow for Item. This field allows us to customize the color scheme even more by changing the color for individual components. Let's change the color of the menu. We select it from the list, then click the drop-down arrow for color and select Red. Notice the menu bar in the preview window has changed to red. We are also able to change the size, font type, font size, color, and add text formatting to selected components. Let's increase the size of the menu bar. With it still selected, we click the up spinner buttons, stopping at 25. We can see that the menu bar has increased in size. Let's view the options for the Effects tab. We select it and see that we can change the desktop icons and apply visual effects to these icons. Let's change a desktop icon. We select the My Computer icon, choose Change Icon, and in the Change Icon dialog box, select Browse. Now the Change Icon Look-In dialog box appears. First, we'll click the drop-down arrow for the Files of Type field and select Icons. Now we'll click the drop-down arrow for the Look in List box. Select C, then double-click Windows. We scroll to the right, double-click the CCast icon, and we are returned to the Change Icon dialog box. We select OK, and the desktop icon for My Computer has been changed. We can change every desktop icon using the same steps. Let's restore the default icon. We simply click the Default Icon button, and the default icon for My Computer has been restored.